Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
From GBN, this is Network News for Friday, November 3, 2023. In the headlines, Grenada and other Caribbean nations demand reparations from King Charles III. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell out of state for Global Citizenship Conference. The National Lotteries Authority launches its newest game, Instacash. Also in the news, regionally, Jamaican government defends earthquake emergency response. Internationally, Israeli military says it has completely encircled Gaza City. Plus, in the sports news, national athletes wrap up Pan American Games 2023. We'll be right back.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening, I'm Kenroy Baptiste. The second round of minimum wage consultations has commenced, as the Ministry of Labour is seeking feedback from various stakeholders on the draft documents. More in this report.
After submitting its report to the Cabinet, the Minimum Wage Advisory Committee was advised to host a second cohort of stakeholders consultation to get additional feedback from stakeholders before its implementation. On Thursday, Labour Commissioner Sparkle Courtney outlined the penalties for employers who fail to adhere to the new minimum wage when it comes into effect in 2024.
So there's Section 54, right? Consequences of failure to pay minimum wage, and the act is clear. Where an employer pays less than the rate of wages prescribed in a minimum wage order, the employer commits an offense and shall be liable on summary conviction as follows. For a first conviction, to a fine not exceeding $5,000. For a second or subsequent conviction, to a fine not exceeding $10,000.
Minister for Labour Claudette Joseph had previously indicated the government's commitment to reviewing and finding a solution to the issue of minimum wage, especially within the public service. She said that this is essential to move the economy forward.
It's necessary for the nurturing and maintenance of a healthy and productive labor-industrial relations climate. The tripartite arrangement is recognized internationally as required and essential for the labor market to function in the way that it should, so that economies grow and produce.
The Labour Minister encourages employers not to confine workers' salary to the minimum wage, but to their level of skills and productivity.
And I encourage employers not to be confined by the minimum wage, because that is what it means. It just means the minimum that you should pay your employees. What we encourage is due and fair compensation. And often you will find that due, proper, and fair compensation would take the employees above the minimum wage. And when people are properly and fairly compensated, you get the best out of them.
The Minister and Labour Commissioner was speaking at a consultation at the Grenada Trade Centre. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
Labour industry stakeholders had a chance to share their feedback as they participated in the second round of consultations on Grenada's minimum wage document on Thursday. We have more in this report.
Various employers, workers, and union activists expressed some of their concerns with the draft document of Grenada's new minimum wages. One of these concerns is that of skilled workers, such as those in the agriculture and the geriatric field, who will have a flat daily salary. It was brought to the forefront that these workers should be classified in a different salary scale based on their experience, duties, and qualification.
Whereas in that sector, the agricultural sector, or the sector that she is in, there is only one rate, right? Whereas there are varied levels that are practiced in the category, and the employers themselves, some of them, in fact, rate the workers according to what they do. Not all do that. So I am saying that the Act, just as how it does it in the case of construction workers, other categories should have similar structure in place, that you can't take someone and ask them for a bachelor's degree and pay them the same as you would pay someone who is doesn't have to have that qualification.
Noting that the concerns made by the stakeholders are valid, Union Representative Brian Grimes, who sits on the Wage Advisory Committee, echoed the Labour Minister's previous statement to conduct wage review in the next 3 years to strengthen the now draft wage document. He said every issue cannot be addressed at the same time.
You know, after a 12-year layoff with this matter, we as a country, and the minister to my left can attest to it, can look forward to every 3 years following the labor code that we will review the minimum wage. So we have done well as a country, I believe, to address it now. And when the next period comes, we can evaluate where we are and what the needs are, and then go forward from there. So your concerns are legitimate, but we can't solve everything one time.
Another concern was that of the rise in food and product prices by employers due to the raise in workers' salary. Head of the Wage Advisory Committee, Dr. Cullen Gilchrist, said they are optimistic that this will not be the case.
And in discussing what they pay currently, I'm trying to peg a baseline. We do not anticipate there'll be any adverse negative consequences with respect to rising prices. Because the existing minimum wage order is over 12 years old, the market has really moved, yeah? And so in setting a new baseline, in recommending a new baseline, that was at the forefront of our mind, as to not to prescribe a rate, one, that the employer cannot absorb, because if he cannot absorb it, he will pass it on.
Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
In other news, Caribbean nations are demanding reparations from King Charles III for the royals' connection to the slave trade. Chairman of Grenada National Reparations Commission, Ali Gale, went head-to-head with British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak on the issue. Gale said reparation is not charity, but it is making amends. PBS News has this report.
1 year after his accession, King Charles is under increasing pressure to apologise and pay reparations to Caribbean islands, which generated huge wealth from slave plantations and are now impoverished.
We want to encourage the royal family. We are interested in all of the institutions, governments, families that have benefited. They must come forward.
Ali Gill heads the authority seeking reparations to the island of Grenada. Another major institution targeted by Gill is Lloyd's of London, the insurance exchange which profited from indemnifying the slave fleets.
Reparation is not charity, it is actually making amends.
The Caribbean islands are going after British institutions with slavery connections because the UK government is refusing to engage.
So I want to ask the Prime Minister today if he will offer a full and meaningful apology for our country's role in slavery and colonialism and commit to reparatory justice.
No, Mr. Speaker. What I think our focus should now be on doing is, of course, understanding our history in all its parts, not running away from it, but right now making sure that we have a society which is inclusive and tolerant of people from all backgrounds. But trying to unpick our history is not the right way forward and is not something that we will focus our energies on.
Rishi Sunak is on the wrong side of history, and that must be made absolutely clear.
The owners of this relatively modest dwelling in South England are trying to lead by example. Retired Dr. Tom Trevelyan is a descendant of merchants who owned more than 1,000 slaves in Grenada and lived in this mansion.
I did say to myself, I have done nothing. It's not that I'm apologising for something I've done. I'm apologising for something that my ancestors did because of the difference that it makes to the people who have been harmed.
Earlier this year, Trevelyan and other members of his family went to Grenada to apologise in person. His wife Anita works with other families trying to atone for the misdeeds of their ancestors.
We're going to give it.
The Trevelyan's niece Laura, a former BBC foreign correspondent, has gone further by donating $120,000 to establish an education fund in Grenada.
The National Lotteries Authority has launched a new game. All you have to do is purchase a ticket and you'll instantly know whether you're a winner. Instacash, the NLA's newest game, was launched on Friday. This game can be played any day of the week, Monday to Sunday, and there's no waiting game to know whether you've won. Marketing manager at the National Lotteries Authority, Reese Sam, explains how the game works.
Today we are introducing a brand new game to our product portfolio. It's called Instacash. Now, to tell you about Instacash, Instacash comes with a whole suite of different games. Now, there's no draws with Instacash, so you don't have to buy a ticket and sit and wait to find out when is it that the draw will be called for you to be able to know if you won or not. It is instant, as the name says, Instacash. So when you go to buy an Instacash ticket, you ask for 5 times the cash, 10 times the cash, or 20 times the cash.
The marketing manager details the 3 other games that have been launched alongside Instacash.
The price per ticket, $2 for the 5 times the cash, $3 for the 10 times the cash, and $5 for the 20 times the cash. With 5 times the cash, the ticket costs $2. The top prize that you can find on a single ticket is as much as $3,000, but you can win as much as $124,000 on that game. For the 10 times the cash, the ticket costs $3, and you can win a top prize of $5,000 and as much as $198,000 in that game. And the final one is 20 times the cash. That ticket costs $5, and you can win as much as $353,500 in total, the top prize being $10,000. Cash is a ticket that you cannot cancel. So don't be going and order it and then saying, I'd like to cancel. There's no cancellations for Instacash ticket, because once you buy it, you can see whether you won or not.
All right, so the anticipation now is who will be the jackpot winner.
Remember, we have a lotto jackpot. It's valid for today. $240,000. $240,000. Look at me telling you all it's $240. $240,000 lotto jackpots. The draw would happen at, the sales closed for it at 7:45 today. So the draw would happen like about an hour after that, and you would know if somebody would finally win that lotto jackpot. We don't have any Super 6 draw today because there's a holiday in Dominica. So once anything happens in one of the Wiggle Islands, it affects all the other islands. So till next Tuesday, you're going to have a Super 6 draw, and I believe it's about $370,000 we are paying for. And we want this to be a Grenadian, okay? So let it be a Grenadian.
Network news live from the Grenadian capital, still to come from us. The Inter-American Institute for Cooperation and Agriculture hosts Accountability Seminar in Grenada. We'll be right back.
This Friday and Saturday, the 13th annual Carib Wagiti Super Knockout is back. And it's the start of the round of 16. Hey, all you know where we play? Randy James Athletic Stadium, Friday, November 3rd, from 7 p.m. Hurricanes SC Youth versus South Spartans. Then in Game 2, Fontana United versus Flow Sunsetters. On Saturday, another doubleheader. Combined Northerners versus St. Andrews Football League. While Queensborough Rangers play Montreach SC in the second encounter. Admission $25. The 13th annual Carib Wagiti Super Knockout is on. Don't miss a game.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
For a limited time, the NLA has dropped all of the 2X balls from the multi-X draw. This means that you, our valuable players, have greater chances of multiplying your winnings up to 5 times more in our 2X drop promotion. Yay! And that's not all. As an additional bonus, there will be fewer free play or FP balls to draw from too. Now you have more reasons to add multi-X to your playway bets. So value your dreams, win your way, and multiply your winnings up to 5 times more in the NLA's 2X Dropped promotion. This promotion is extended to Monday, the 20th of November, 2023. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
You want to get an insight into your life? Are you willing to find astrological solutions? Master Shivrudra, the world's best psychic and spiritual healer with competency in other services too. He has guided many people who are going through a situation to find solutions to their problems and use astrological remedies for positivity. He provides services to get your ex-love back, negative energy removal, family problem solutions, health problem, and many more.
He located at Grenada STT, George's. Call him or WhatsApp +1 for 735375939.
My name is Alimaka Motley. I've been here doing nails since 2017. Me being self-employed, I have realized that paying the NIS benefits me now and even when I retire. By the time I'm 65, I will be receiving contributions back from NIS. So I benefit because I'm self-employed. Anything can happen. If anything happens to you while you're at work, you've got a bad cold, you have the COVID, you have dengue, we have all these diseases that's plaguing us at the moment. NIS will be giving you back some form of money when you're ill. So I would encourage all small business persons to sign up with NIS now.
When you want to know what medicine is best for you, check Atlantic Health. When you want to get the most affordable medical supplies,
check Atlantic Health.
when you want medicine delivered to your home?
Check Atlantic Health.
That's right. All your answers are as close as Atlantic Health Pharmacy, your community pharmacy. And guess what? We offer 24-hour delivery service with free delivery in St. George's. Just call us. Our physical store is located in Parade, St. Paul's, opposite Anvil Supermarket. Open on weekdays from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. and on weekends from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. We offer a wide range of prescription medicines, herbal supplements, and medical supplies like vitamins, nebulizers, first aid kits, and scrubs. A pharmacist and doctor are always available to answer any questions you may have. Visit us or call 415-5660 and speak with our experienced team today. Atlantic Health Pharmacy, around the corner, ahead of the curve.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
We're back at Television Center with an aim to educate people on how to manage and make good financial decisions. Republic Bank Grenada and T.A. Marisha Community College have partnered to form the island's first ever Financial Literacy Academy. More in this report.
25 participants, including staff and students, are the first to graduate from the island's first Financial Literacy Academy. The academy, which was initiated through a partnership between Republic Bank Grenada and the T.A. Marisha Community College, aims to equip participants with the skills to develop a sense of awareness regarding financial positions that will enable them to evaluate the future outcome of financial decisions. The 9-week program consists of virtual and face-to-face weekly classes on a range of financial topics, said Ms. Ayana Williams, Research Mobilization Officer.
In order to capitalize on the high level of facilitator interest, we decided to use a team teaching approach and thus engage 18 facilitators to deliver the training. Sessions were held once per week for 1 hour. This approach allowed the participants to better manage their commitments to work and school, while incrementally building their financial literacy skills and knowledge. The ramifications of this endeavor are profound. For our graduates, it entails a future with increased safeguards against financial ambiguity and increased confidence and capacity to make decisions that can affect the long-term quality of their lives and those of their families. The sessions were sufficient to pique the curiosity of the graduates. No truer words have been spoken than, it only takes a spark to get the fire going. And certainly we trust that we would have lit a fire in our graduates and hope that going forward they will continue to pursue opportunities here at the college and elsewhere to gain additional financial literacy skills that would empower them to negotiate for the best interest rates, favorable repayment periods, to help them choose wisely between investment opportunities and to save for a rainy day.
Ronald Bunton, principal of the T.A. Marisha Community College, spoke of the purpose of the academy and how it will benefit participants.
Indeed, the Financial Literacy Academy was conceived as a response to a pressing need that we have here in Grenada as well as globally for more comprehensive financial literacy education throughout the country and at the community college in particular. The purpose of the program was not only about educating individuals in isolation, but also fostering a lifelong learning opportunity and equipping participants with the cross-cutting competencies that could improve their financial well-being, their decision-making process, as well as them serving as advisors to other persons, either in their community or in their family.
Elizabeth Daniel, Republic Bank's representative, congratulated the participants participants on their completion of the program, noting that it is never too early to learn how to make positive financial decisions.
Never too early to start navigating the intricacies of prudent financial practices like planning, budgeting, borrowing, saving, investing, and consumerism, and that's just to name a few. The strength of our society depends on an informed public, and the earlier we can grasp the softer skills like financial management, the more equipped we will be to overcoming some of the challenges we will face during adulthood.
The participants graduated on Thursday at the T.A. Marisha Community College. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
The story to report, the Inter-Caribbean, the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture, ICA, spent some time this week analyzing its work. The accountability seminar hosted by ICA also provided a platform for the institution to strategize the way forward. Here's more on the recently held event.
Representatives from the Ministry of Agriculture, Grenada Cooperative Nutmeg Association, Caribbean Agriculture Research and Development Institute, Grenada Bureau of Standards, Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, the Climate Smart Agriculture and Rural Enterprise Program, as well as farming organizations, gathered at the National Stadium earlier this week for the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture, AICA's Accountability Seminar. This annual event offers an opportunity for AICA to present its accomplishments from the previous year and outline its upcoming activities. Additionally, it served as a platform for recipients and stakeholders to offer input on how AICA's efforts can be refined and directed for greater impact. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Aaron Francois, recognized AICA as one of the ministry's key strategic partners, highlighting its valuable support in areas such as trade issues, composting, and backyard gardening initiatives.
Without any doubt that our collaboration with ICA going forward will continue to bear great fruits. And I say that in the context of what the government has pledged in terms of the development of the agricultural sector. Agriculture is one of the strategic sectors that the government has pledged to for the transformation of the national economy.
The AICA Accountability Seminar is part of the evaluation mechanism associated with its ongoing implementation of the medium-term plan spanning from 2022 to 2026. This plan outlines the Institute's focal areas and initiatives for the upcoming years. AICA's representative for the Eastern Caribbean states, Greg Rawlins, said as part of its commitment to executing the medium-term plan, AICA will play a significant role in assisting member states in reducing their expenditure on food imports.
For countries in the Caribbean, such as Grenada, to achieve enhanced food security and greater self-reliance, there will be a need for action in a number of key areas, including a more focused identification on those products for which available resources, land, water, etc., allow for increased productivity, production, and delivery of products at affordable prices to consumers. The provision of policies and incentives, including trade policy instruments that provide adequate space for local producers to maintain a presence in the market. The adoption of technologies and farming practices and risk management instruments.
The key priority areas for 2023 include reinforcing existing partnerships and establishing new ones, enhancing the bioeconomy and supporting producer groups, concentrating on actions that enhance climate resilience, and intensifying efforts in resource mobilization. Gregory Del Sol, a technical specialist at AICA, elaborates on the significance of resource mobilization.
One of the things that we want to sell to our collaborators, the Ministry of Agriculture, other ministries, is look to us, yes, to provide, but also look to us to provide services to you as well. We have resources, especially human human resource capacity across the hemisphere, across the Eastern Caribbean. So let us partner in that way with ICA to get some of the things that we want to get done.
Christelina John, GBN News.
Silviculture practices are being introduced to various divisions in the Ministry of Agriculture. The rest of the details in this report.
A series of training sessions held among officers from the Forestry, Agronomy and Land Use divisions, as well as SIAP Extension officers, were geared at enhancing their capacity in the implementation of best practices within their respective fields. This training particularly focused on the application of silviculture practices, which refers to the growing and cultivation of trees. The training includes tree establishment and management and various tasks like tilling, weeding, pruning, harvesting, among other areas. The training was facilitated by Sustainable Landscape Management Specialists for the Climate Resilient Agriculture for Integrated Landscape Management Project, Aidan Foto, who underscored the significance of this initiative in addressing the current manifestation of climate change in the agriculture sector.
By applying those techniques, they could use species that are more climate resilient and would more or less be adaptable to the weather condition that we are facing now. It will reduce erosion. It would contribute to biodiversity conservation, and then recreation and other activities and goods and services that trees and the forest produce.
He spoke on the importance of sustainability in implementing silviculture practices.
How you could harvest trees, let's say from a forestry perspective, to ensure that you're not depleting the stock and that you're not affecting biodiversity or you're not contributing to any negative environmental impacts such as flooding. So the necessary mitigative interventions is crucial, and that was captured in terms of how you should go about cutting, to what extent you should establish the various techniques that will enable them to meet the objective and at the same time ensuring environmental sustainability.
A comprehensive assessment was conducted prior to the training. Acting Chief Forestry Officer Anthony Jeremiah expressed support for the initiative.
It's very relevant in regards to forest management. Today we were speaking on the process of planting and general forestry management, in the process of how you get the best forest product at the end, in terms of planting, securing your seedlings and managing of the forest generally. So I think what it is today they looked at is silviculture, which is the practice of management of forest, whether it's plantation or natural forest itself.
The training climaxed today with a field activity at Granny Tang. Christelina John, GBN News.
They say agriculture is the backbone of the economy. Its values are being seen even by the young ones among us. Here is one child's career choice through the GBN eyesore lens. Stay with us.
A good eye captures all. GBN eyesore is brought to you by Clear Vision. Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
The youngster in tonight's eyesore opted not to do the typical outfits for a career day at his school. Students often choose the career paths of lawyers, doctors, policemen, and other popular jobs when recreating their outfits for a career day. This young boy chose to be a farmer. Our Armed with his machete, weed eater, and crocus bag, he is ready for a day of planting and harvesting. It is refreshing to witness his choice of career, and we certainly hope his interest in the agriculture sector continues for a long time. We thank our citizen journalist for that submission. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
I like that. After all, agriculture plays a vital role in the economy. Stay with us.
National Lotteries Authority is a proud sponsor of many cultural activities within the Tri-Island state of Grenada.
My name is Anderson Matheson, also known as Baptiste, and I'm a calypsonian and string band music player from Carrico. I support the games of the National Lottery Authority because culture benefits tremendously. Annually, the NLA supports the Carrico and Pitamatin Carnival, the Carrico String Band Music Festival, and all regattas, among other activities. When I play the game of the NLA, I can see where my money goes, and it's an investment into our culture.
Yes, Grenada, when you play the games of the NLA, you enable us to invest in the skills and talents of our people in the areas of sports, culture, and nation building.
Grenada. Guess what? I spoke to Waggy T, great guy, nice guy, and he has agreed to do something really huge. I mean, it's going to be bigly. This year? Hold on, wait for it. Christmas is coming in November.
If you're looking for some early cash this Christmas, then you must be at the National Stadium. Sunday, November 5th at 5 p.m. as Megaforce Promotions presents the massive Christmas in November Mega Bingo. We're talking $100,000 in cash and prizes. Imagine you can win a whole living room set, a dining room set, 55-inch TV, a fridge, washing machine, gas cooker, and other great household items. Here comes the best part. Bingo tickets are only $60 for one or $100 for two. Free buses island-wide. This is an event no one should miss. Sunday, November 5th. Get ready for the massive Christmas in November Mega Bingo at the National Stadium.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
And so it begins, a journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
Christian Choirs in Concert is back. On Saturday, 11th November, the Grenada Trade Center will come alive with the joyous sounds of Christian voices. Some of the nation's best and most talented will come together in a spirit-filled musical evening featuring PBC Choir, Jenny J, Ryan DeRiggs, Jay McDonald, Aixa McGwen, Paul Alexander, and others. Bring out the entire family for Christian Choirs in Concert at Grenada Trade Center, Saturday, 11th November, 7 p.m.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Rebecca Television Center Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell left Grenada on Thursday to attend a fundraising event organized by Grenadians in London, United Kingdom. More than 600 Grenadians are expected to attend the event on Saturday. Minister for Foreign Affairs Joseph Handel, Andrea St. Bernard, Ambassador, Special Envoy for Development and Investment in the Prime Minister's Office, and Terry Forrester, Ambassador for Diaspora Affairs, will also attend the event. Grenada's newly appointed High Commissioner to the United Kingdom and the Court of St. James will also join the delegation and deliver remarks at the event. Following the London fundraiser, Prime Minister Mitchell will journey to Dubai for the 17th Global Citizenship Conference, where he will deliver a keynote address on attracting global citizens through investment migration and why that is vital for the future. We can tell you too, the Grenadian leader is scheduled to return home on Saturday, November 11. Minister for Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation Andy Williams has been appointed acting Prime Minister. Grenada and 13 other Caribbean Community CARICOM member states recently voted in favor of a resolution at the United Nations General Assembly to end the long-standing economic and trade embargo imposed by the United States against Cuba. The embargo was initially imposed in 1960 and has remained in place ever since. The resolution highlights the urgent need to lift the restrictive measures that have had a significant impact on Cuba's economy and the well-being of its people. 187 states voted in support of this resolution, which is presented each year to address the ongoing embargo. However, it is worth noting that the United States, along with Israel, voted against the resolution, while Ukraine chose to abstain. Sports news coming up, followed by Around the Globe. This is the news.
This Friday and Saturday, the 13th annual Carib Wagiti Super Knockout is back. And it's the start of the round of 16. Hey, all you know where we play? Kenroy James Athletic Stadium. Friday, November 3rd from 7 p.m. Hurricanes SC Youth versus South Spartans. Then in game 2, Fontana United versus Flow Sunsetters. On Saturday, another doubleheader. Combined Northerners versus St. Andrews Football League. While Queensborough Rangers play Montreal SC in the second encounter. Admission $25. The 13th annual Carib Wagiti Super Knockout is on. Don't miss a game.
And so it begins. A journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Wow, it's Instacash Grenada. Imagine a game with no numbers to choose from, no draws to wait on, and you can play it every day, including Sunday. That's Instacash. It's fast, it's easy to play, and you win prizes instantly. Instacash, coming soon to lottery terminals near you. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making dreams come true.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wall. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Sporting fans, good evening. Well, the curtains came down on Thursday evening for the Grenadian athletes at the 2023 Pan American Games in Santiago, Chile. We can tell you Grenada had 4 athletes participating in the games: Zachary Gresham and Tilly Connemore in swimming, Ali Hazard in the 100 meters, and Kelsey Murrell Ross in the shot put. Tisha Peters has this report.
It was a tough day on the field for national shot put champion Kelsey Murrell Ross, who finished 10th in the women's shot put final Thursday evening at the 2023 Santiago Pan American Games. Ross, who was hoping to medal at the games, had an overall best throw of 15.88 meters. The national shot put champion had this to say after falling short of making the final round.
Well, going into the competition, I was confident, but then after I had an upset stomach, I wanted to throw up, so I'm not feeling quite well. But there was some improvement in my technique. However, I have to go back to the drawing board and figure out some more stuff to improve on a higher level.
Meanwhile, Dennis Hazard, chef de mission of the Grenada Olympic Committee, shed some light on the unfortunate incident surrounding national sprinter Hallie Hazard, who had to rerun her 100-meter race immediately after winning her heat on Monday. Hallie did not qualify on her second attempt to move on to the final after placing 4th in a time of 11.77 seconds. Williams noted that the appeal to revisit the judge's decision to recall the women's 100-meter semi-final race at the 2023 Santiago Pan American Games was made within the time frame. She said a prompt decision was made the same day to have the decision reviewed. However, the time had elapsed in the attempt to ascertain what happened.
We wrote the letter, and the very same night we sent it out to the person in charge of track at the stadium. In the morning I went to the chef's meeting and I brought it up at the meeting, I was given an answer that didn't sound too plausible. And then eventually we went to the athletes to try to investigate it, and the final person we went to was the track judge at the stadium. The coach and I came to the stadium to try to ascertain what happened, and he said that it was a false race. 2 athletes twitched, and so the system that was used picked up the twitch, and as a result they had to call back the race. What he's saying is that they did recall the race more than once, but the athletes did not hear.
The chef de mission of the Grenada Olympic Committee called the incident unfortunate and said the final decision by the officials was not in the best interest of the affected athletes.
To handling the 100 meters was very unfortunate, and I don't think it was the best. The decision was not the best thing for the athletes. When upon investigation, the chief track judge said it was a recall race, and because they drummed the gun, and so they had to run it over. Well, we do not think it was the best decision, especially for the athletes. I don't think the athletes' mental state was considered or anything like that, because I don't think they got enough rest to run the race. Some of them complained that they did not hear the gun. The official said that they fired the gun many times. As I said, it's very unfortunate for the athletes.
Albert Joseph, national athletics coach, believes that Hazard came into the second race at a disadvantage and was denied the opportunity to qualify and possibly earn a medal in the final. World Athletics Guidelines states that protests concerning the results or conduct of an event shall be made within 30 minutes of the official announcement of the result of that event. The guidelines also state that protests concerning the status of an athlete to participate in a competition must be made before the commencement of such competition to the technical delegate. Once the technical delegate makes a decision, there shall be a right to appeal to the jury of appeal. If the matter cannot be settled satisfactorily before the competition, the athlete shall be allowed to compete on that protest and the matter be referred to the relevant governing body. Nisha Peters, GBN Sports.
2 games are scheduled in the GFA Premier League this weekend. Hard Rock FC and FC Camohon will do battle on Saturday at Plains, while on Sunday, defending champions Hurricanes SC will host Paradise FC International at Alston George Park. Both games kick off at 4 p.m. and will be brought live on FIFA Plus. The story to report. Here's a reminder that online registration is now open for the final of the 2023 Grenada National Cross Country Championship to be held on November 10 at Golf Course St. George. The competition will be on a team basis, and teams are encouraged to complete their registration today. Each team is required to register 4 athletes in each category it wishes to participate in. The categories are under 15, under 17, and 17 plus. We can tell you too, the link for registration can be found on the Facebook page of the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture. The Grenada National Cross Country Final 2023 will commence at 9 a.m. at Golf Course. The lone game on the card will pit 7th place Windward Islands Volcanoes against West Indies Academy at the Sir Frank Worrell Memorial Ground. The Andre Fletcher-led squad will be looking to better their fortune this season, having won only 1 game thus far. The tournament features 31 matches played at 3 venues: the BLCA, the QPO, and the Sir Frank Worrell Memorial Ground of the University of the West Indies Sport and Physical Education Center at the St. Augustine campus. All 13 matches at the BLCA, including the semi-finals and final, will be televised live on ESPN Caribbean, with 12 of these matches being day-night encounters. All right, so that's what's going on there relative to the CG United Super 50 tournament. That's the sports news for now. Jamaica's local government minister has defended the country's emergency response to Monday's earthquake. More in this TVJ report.
An earthquake which still has the country in shock since 10:57 a.m. on Monday, October 30. On Tuesday, another shocking development.
The earthquake unit reported, Mr. Speaker, that since the quake landed in Jamaica, some 70 aftershocks. 70, Mr. Speaker. The last one was felt at 7:30 last night.
There's an aftershock of another kind. The government is being criticized for taking too long to act.
The rapid response mechanism developed for dealing with disaster were in operation within 30 minutes of the incident, Mr. Speaker. This rivals the best international practice for immediate disaster assessment and emergency response. And I can't stop people from being critical if they want, but be critical on the facts. Do not say what is not so. The government responded in adequate time.
And what about communicating to the public? The press conference was held roughly 6 hours after the earthquake. Mr. Mackenzie argued that the Prime Minister gave an update less than 40 minutes after the earthquake.
At the time, Mr. Speaker, the systems were under pressure, so it took us time to gather vital information.
The Israeli military says it has now completely encircled Gaza City after approaching from multiple positions around the besieged territory as Israeli troops press their ground offensive from the air. Israeli strikes continue their relentless bombardment of civilian areas. Al Jazeera has more.
The Jabalia refugee camp under bombardment for the third day in a row. This time near a UN-run school turned shelter for ordinary Palestinians. The Abu Hussein school was a refuge for thousands who had already lost their homes in the Israeli bombardment. The repeated attacks on Jabalia have left hundreds dead, and the UN Human Rights Office says that could amount to a war crime.
We'll remind you of the headlines after this. We're getting ready to leave you, but first a reminder of the headlines. Grenada and other Caribbean nations demand reparations from King Charles III. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell out of state for Global Citizenship Conference. The National Lotteries Authority launches its newest game, Instacash. Also in the news regionally, Jamaican government defends earthquake emergency response. Internationally, Israeli military says it has completely encircled Gaza City. Plus, in the sports news, national athletes wrap up Pan American Games in Santiago, Chile. All right, that's all from us in the newsroom. Thank you so much for tuning into the broadcast. I'm Kenroy Baptiste. Have a safe and happy weekend. See you again soon. Bye.